You just kissed my ear.
Yeah, because I'm just making sure you can hear properly.
It makes me go deaf when you kiss my ear. Because it's like, it creates a vacuum. Your hair's grown so much.
It's getting long.
It's nice.
Yeah, we need of a haircut. Nice cup of tea. I haven't had a cup of tea in the morning for a long time.
You've stopped drinking tea in the morning.
Because I just don't have, I don't really get milk anymore when I don't have milk. Although that Earl Grey I had with a bit of lemon in last night was absolutely stunning. So
Was it?
I could be tempted to like.
You're one of them now.
Shift over to a nice cup of
That is
Earl Grey in the morning with a bit of lemon.
I swear it's only over 40s that have Earl Grey with lemon in it. But I love that you do, and Greeks because they don't have milk in tea.
Do you know anyone else in the morning that has a frozen blueberry, banana, kefir milk, and avocado and cacao shake with a tea?
It's the cacao for me. You know, like, it just makes everything chocolatey. Well, I'm having my avocado on toast and my cup of tea.
Nice.
And I'd say this is the first morning that I haven't cried since Paulie.
Wow.
This is the first morning I haven't woken up crying, which is great. So I thought this is a good time to film because I'm in a good mood, and I'm on my way into London as soon as I've eaten my breakfast to go and film the last section of the Malibu brand deal that I'm doing at the moment. So there was 3 parts to this job, and this is the third and final phase. And I was so excited to go to this event. And then obviously we had Uncle Paulie leave us a few nights ago, and it's obviously been a bit of a roller coaster the last 48 hours. Go for it. Whenever you're filming and someone like needs to make a noise, they look at you as if to be like, can I make this noise? And you're like, yeah, go for it. Carry on.
It's not even when you film, they just do it in life in general, just in case you don't kill me. And I'm like,
I don't kill you.
Is it alright if I brush my teeth now?
So I really I was like weighing up in my head, like, do I go? Do I cancel? Do I let them down and try and do something else for this third phase? But I had a chat with Atch, and I chatted with my mum as well. And
Mum made a good point. Paul would say
go.
and have a good time.
Go and have a good
time. If you meet any celebrity.
Yeah, go and have a good time. Let me know if you meet any celebs. He absolutely loved the gossip. He loved it. He absolutely loved being like, oh, you'll never guess who Leah met in London, or stuff like that. So I've got my, oh sorry, my boobs. I've got a brightly coloured jumpsuit on because you're meant to wear colourful things to this event today, and it's yeah, it's gonna be really fun, and I'm just gonna try and just go there and not cry and not you know what I mean, just gonna try and make the most of it and get the content done and have a good time. Christy is my +1, and I'm sure she'll cheer me up as well. Rizzers, yeah, Rizma.
Back to bananas.
I mentioned Paulie leaving us, but maybe some people that follow on this channel don't follow me on Instagram. That's where I posted about that, and I also posted something on the private Joel and Leah Facebook group, which is the Joel and Leah Legends. So I do think most people know, but for anyone who doesn't know, my uncle was fighting for 6 weeks in hospital. He did so well, he fought so hard, and I think a lot of us genuinely thought he might make it home, and then in the end I got a phone call, and my brother and my mum and my yaya were at hospital. We're his immediate family because he doesn't have like a wife, kids. We're his family. And Johnny said the doctors have made a decision. They're switching off all the machines that are keeping him alive because he's not showing basically he wouldn't have had a good life, he wouldn't have made it. They switched off the machines, and then it was like a matter of minutes until he died. So me and Atch like raced, well, we drove quite quickly to the hospital. We were at his mum's house that night. Bear in mind, like, Uncle Paulie had just turned a corner and it was actually going quite well. The sedation had come off, he had opened his eyes, so we were all feeling quite like, oh, we're on the road, like we're on track. And then that phone call, so raced down to hospital. I wasn't allowed into the ICU, so I stood outside Mum and Yaya and everyone begged to let me in, and I really wanted to go in, but equally I had seen him a few days before and he was like unrecognisable. It was really sad to see him so unwell. So I stood outside the doors, and I just, like, you can't see this where, like, you can see through, but it's, what are those, like, bathroom windows, like, where you can see a bit.
Frosted glass.
Yeah, like frosted glass. And I was looking through and I could see the curtain that he was behind where he was, and it was obviously quite painful knowing, like, he's right there and I'm like here and I'm not allowed in because they've already bent the rules letting my brother in. It was only meant to be 2, so mum and my grandma. And I just waited and waited, and then a nurse came out and she said, you know, this is the situation, we think he's got a couple more minutes, I'm so sorry I can't let you in, this is so painful, like, it's as hard for me as it is for you to tell you I can't let you in. You know, before COVID, there'd be like 20 people around a bed, like holding a family member's hand and stuff like that. So that was hard. And then afterwards, we went into this like bleak family room. It was just so miserable. It was so bleak actually that me and Yaya were talking about any donations raised from the funeral should probably go towards making that family room a nicer place. It was horrible. It was just so miserable and sad in there, and dingy. So we walked into this miserable, bleak family room where we all, Mum and John and Yaya came out, and we all just obviously cried, and Atch was there, bless him, so supportive. Then the nurse came out and she was just like, I'll go and get his personal belongings and stuff like that. And then she was like, oh, he's wearing a red wristband, a red and white wristband. Do you want that? And I just lost it because
that was the job.
Yeah, God. Anyway, I said, I thought about it for a minute, and I was like, I said no, like, he should wear it, he should keep it, he should be, in my head I thought he should be buried with it, because he literally always wore it, he never took it off. And it was always a conversation starter for him. Anyway, and then like that night I got to bed, I was lying there, and then suddenly I started panicking. I was like, I should have said yes to the wristband, I should have kept it here, like, I should have that. And then I was like, no, I made the right decision anyway. It kept like bothering me that night. I should get a tissue.
Yeah, let me get your coffee.
Thanks, Atch. Shit, I've just done my makeup for this event. Anyway, so then they got his personal belongings and stuff, and thanks. Yeah, what else happened? Oh, okay, he got his personal belongings, and then the nurse was like, where are you guys parked? And we were like, oh, we're just parked out front. And she was like, why don't you guys give me your registration plates, and I'll make sure the security guard lets you out. And then I just burst out laughing because I was thinking, like, none of us were thinking about paying for the car park. Like, none of us were thinking car parking fee at this moment. We were all just really sad about Paulie. And then she was like, yeah, I'll just take your registration plates, no need to pay for parking tonight. And I just lost it. Like, I just started laughing, and then I set Atch off, and then I set Johnny off, because I was just like, oh great, like, someone dies, you get free parking, like, pass go collect £200. Like, I just couldn't. It was one of those like tragic comedy moments where I was just like, as if. Anyway, when we left, Mum was obviously really, like, I think the worst I've ever seen her. Yaya was surprisingly strong, and then, yeah, Johnny's been a mess as well. Atch gave me some CBD drops and put them underneath my tongue, and I felt myself get like soft, and I actually slept that night. I was like, God, these are good.
I just messaged Johnny asking him how he got on.
Yeah, he gave Johnny some as well.
He goes, I slept within 30 minutes and didn't wake up for 9 hours.
Oh my gosh, yeah. That is rare. Like, he's, yeah. Wow. Not a spawn, but it should be a spawn. we should be getting a CBD sponsorship. Anyway, So that's what's been going on. I really was just like, do I go to this event today? Do I not? I felt really guilty. I thought, I'm gonna have to post this on my feed. I've also got some other sponsored content coming up on my YouTube channel with a brand that's been pre-agreed, and there's been stuff, whatever. And then I was just like, do you know what? I think people will understand. Like, everyone can relate to like losing someone and then having to show up to work, or like going and do something you don't really want to do. So yeah, I'm gonna go to work today and tomorrow and the next day, and it's gonna be all right. Just, I guess, little things just make you think of them, or you might just, like, I was just cooking yesterday or the day before, and then I just lost it. I don't know what triggered it. I think it's because Paulie was like a perfectionist, and I was just thinking about something, and anyway, food wise, I just keep losing it. But yeah, that is it. That's what's been going on. Atch has got his oh yeah, his first, what is it with the gastro, who are you seeing? Atch is seeing a Crohn's specialist this week, which is great because this has just been taking forever as well. I love you and leave you guys. Thanks so much for watching this video if you've watched, and if you watched all the way through, that means a lot. I've got like 15 minutes and then I need to go and get the train. I've just thought to myself, I'm gonna pack some makeup in my bag just in case anything happens today, and I do need to redo all of this.
You look beautiful without makeup.
Thanks, Atch. Lots of love, everyone. Really appreciate all the messages and just everything. I've had loads of really nice messages from people, and I'm probably going to reply to them. I might reply to them on the train, but that might make me upset, so I will reply to them at some point, just not yet. And see you all soon. Bye.
You took hold of me and never let me go. 'Cause no one knows me like the piano in my mother's home.